Comparing love and drugs isn't a new thing. Artists have been doing it for a while now. From Kesha's Your Love Is My Drug to The Weeknd's Can't Feel My Face, even as far back as Madonna's I'm Addicted. These songs use the theme of love and drugs to portray either being madly in love or, in The Weeknd's case, his drug addiction being personified as a woman or feeling numb. But Frank Ocean takes a different approach, using drugs to represent the fleeting nature of love and relationships. Relationships in a digital age feel hollow and more like a good time than a deep and meaningful connection. Frank Ocean explores all these themes on the 14th track of Blonde, White Ferrari.
Bad luck to talk on these rides.
The song starts with a droning synth and the words, "Bad luck to talk on these rides, mine on the road, your dilated eyes, watch the clouds float, White Ferrari, had a good time." This instantly sets the scene and describes a drug trip with someone close. Frank is reliving a memory of someone once close to him. It instantly establishes a big part drugs played in their relationship, being the first thing Frank thinks about when reminiscing. Frank never cared to state the plain and kept his mouth closed, so even though they were close, his partner never knew how Frank truly felt. If you wanted to show someone Frank's aptitude as a writer, I'd use this line. With it, he expresses a feeling so many know, but with so much more elegance than just, "I was too scared to tell them." He then goes back to the hook. The hook, "White Ferrari, good times," can be interpreted in many ways. On the surface, it's a literal white Ferrari, because Frank talks and uses cars in a lot of his media. The cover of his first mixtape was a BMW E30 M3. Billboard did a great article on Frank's thematic use of cars. You should definitely check it out. Although the white Ferrari is more likely the cocaine him and his partner did together, since he's already established drugs in their relationship. Now he still has the cocaine, but Frank's partner is gone, and now all he has are the memories. He further delves into the relationship in the second verse, saying, "You left when I forgot to speak, so I text the speech, lesser speeds, text the speed, yes." A little bit of a tongue twister. It seems there was a falling out between them, and instead of saying something, he reverts to texting later. Frank can't seem to escape the drugs though. Even now, as he's losing this person, the drugs are lingering in his mind, or maybe even clouding his thoughts, causing him to forget to speak. The third verse is more of the same. He's further reminiscing and starting to get existential about life and relationships. If you think about it, it'll be over in no time, and that's life. Frank is starting to hit on some heavy topics which he explores further in the fourth verse. The fourth verse is my favourite and always hits me like a truck when I hear it. It captures the raw emotions and reality of relationships. Most artists can't display the realism of relationships in everyday life like Frank does. At the end of the day, some people are just too different. The instrumental consists of an acoustic guitar playing 3 chords, which transitions into a soft keyboard. This sets the scene for Frank to really drop some of the most poetic and beautiful lyrics he's ever written. Frank focuses on the existentialism of life and the differing mindsets between him and his partner. He says they're tall, his partner says they're insignificant and not worthy. His partner doesn't want to move while Frank thinks of travel. His partner could simply just be complacent as opposed to Frank, who wants everything he can get from life. Although the choice of words implies his partner is dealing with some existential dread and nihilism. The line, "You're tired of moving, your body's aching," could refer to either drugs or the much sadder option, the mindset of a suicidal person. These feelings aren't strange though, and that line feels oddly relatable. The modern world is a cold and empty existence for many. Every human alive has a deep hole inside them which cannot be filled. Each person's sadness is a different size, but everyone has it. Some either ignore it and fill their life with meaningless things to make them happy. Others seem to feel above and more aware, which makes them feel meaningless without purpose. Paranoid Android by Radiohead touches on this heavily. The singer constantly overthinks and is very depressed and alone. He may be paranoid, but at least he isn't an android. These feelings are a byproduct of a world which puts so much importance on social media, celebrities, and material goods. But Frank proposes another option, or a way out. Frank comforts his partner and encourages him to take a more proactive role in life, saying, "Clearly this isn't all that there is. You can't take what's been given." Frank ends the song saying, "It's just a skull, at least that's what they call it, and we're free to roam." The final lines are very ambiguous and could mean many things. I think the prison Frank speaks of is his partner's insecurity and depression. Frank cares deeply for this person, but he wants so much more from life. He has to move forward, and that means without this person. This song deals with existential dread and nihilism, which is something everyone deals with. Nearly every night I lie awake wondering what I'm doing wrong. Why don't I feel like they do? Everyone seems to be so much better off than me. I know that everyone feels empty at times. Everyone lies awake and thinks these things. No one really knows what they're doing. We're all blindly running into walls and trying to figure this modern world out. From FOMO to comparing each other to massive increases in narcissism and false self-esteem based on likes. It's confusing, messy, and really fucking hard at times. The last lines show us a way out though. It's just a skull, but we control our thoughts and are free to roam. Life is meaningless, but that allows us to make meaning and do whatever we want. If you want something, work hard and do it. Life is brutal and will beat you down more than bring you up. This is evident in Frank's relationship. One stayed put while the other moved forward and achieved everything they wanted. Frank says at the start of the song, the two were so familiar, but now they seem miles apart. Their relationship was difficult, but through all the difficult talks, heartache and loss, every time Frank looks at his white Ferrari, he still thinks of the good. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this sort of content, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm definitely going to start trying to pump out more of this stuff. I've got a lot of ideas in the works that, I'm going to put some time into and hopefully start releasing more. I got a lot of time off. Like and subscribe. Comparing love and drugs isn't a new thing. Artists